Did you know that some drinks in your kitchen could quietly raise your cancer risk after 60? As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to what we consume, and unfortunately there are certain beverages that can do more harm than good. While many of these drinks may seem harmless or even part of your daily routine, doctors are now speaking up about their hidden dangers. This video will explore 4 specific drinks and drink food combinations that seniors should seriously reconsider, especially when it comes to long-term cancer risk. These are not just fads or internet rumors. These insights are based on recent studies and expert warnings from medical professionals who've seen the consequences firsthand. But don't worry, we're not here to scare you, we're here to empower you. Understanding what to look out for allows you to make small changes that can protect your health, energy, and future. Stick with us until the end, because these 4 drink-related dangers are often overlooked. By learning about them now, you might avoid one of the most common regrets doctors hear from older patients. Let's get started. Number 1. Artificially sweetened beverages. For decades, drinks like diet sodas and sugar-free iced teas were promoted as healthier alternatives, especially for those trying to reduce sugar intake, manage weight, or control blood sugar levels. At first glance, they seem like a better option. After all, they don't spike your glucose and they often have 0 calories. But what many seniors don't know is that these drinks come with their own hidden risks. Risks that could quietly harm your gut health, disrupt metabolic balance, and potentially raise your risk of developing certain cancers over time. A nutrition researcher once said that artificial sweeteners don't simply pass through the body, they actually change the body's internal environment, especially the microbiome. When that balance is disrupted, it can lead to long-term health issues. This is particularly concerning for seniors whose digestive systems and immune functions are already more vulnerable. The gut microbiome, a collection of trillions of bacteria in the digestive tract, plays a vital role in regulating inflammation, detoxifying harmful substances, and supporting the immune system. However, several studies have shown that artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can alter the balance of gut bacteria in ways that promote inflammation and interfere with glucose regulation. For someone in their 70s or 80s, even small shifts in this delicate system can have significant effects, potentially contributing to insulin resistance, chronic low-grade inflammation, and over time, environments in the body that are more susceptible to cancer. It's not just the gut that's affected. Ongoing research is exploring links between the long-term use of artificial sweeteners and an increased risk of certain cancers, including bladder and breast cancer. While the data is still evolving, the concerns are strong enough that many health experts now advise older adults to limit or avoid daily consumption of these chemicals, especially since safer, natural alternatives are available. If you're used to reaching for a diet soda or sugar-free drink every afternoon, consider replacing it with naturally flavored water, herbal teas, or beverages sweetened with small amounts of honey or stevia. Your body will thank you, not just with better digestion and more energy in the short term, but possibly in the long run by lowering your risk of chronic disease. When it comes to artificial sweeteners, less is not only more, it may also be safer. Number 2. Alcohol and processed meats together. For many, enjoying a glass of wine or a cold beer with dinner is one of life's simple pleasures. And when that meal includes something like bacon, sausage, or a platter of deli meats, it might feel like the perfect pairing. But what many seniors don't realize is that combining alcohol and processed meats can be a particularly harmful mix, especially for those over 60. Research shows this combination increases the production of certain carcinogenic compounds in the digestive system, significantly raising the risk of cancers in the colon, esophagus, and stomach. A leading oncologist once explained that while processed meats alone are a concern, combining them with alcohol weakens the body's detoxification processes, making it harder for the body to eliminate harmful substances. This isn't just theory, it's backed by science. Processed meats contain nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that, when broken down in the body, can form nitrosamines, compounds known to cause cancer. Alcohol interferes with the liver's detox pathways, further compromising the body's ability to defend itself. Together, these substances increase the likelihood of damage accumulating faster than your body can repair it. Over time, this can lead to mutations at the cellular level, increasing cancer risk. Take George, for example, an 81-year-old who loved his weekend ritual of grilled sausages with a glass of red wine. "It was my comfort meal," he says. But after experiencing digestive issues, his doctor explained how this combination may have contributed to the inflammation in his colon. George didn't have to give up all the foods he enjoyed, but he made some smart changes. Now he eats more fresh fish and vegetables, and when he enjoys a glass of wine, he pairs it with lighter meals. It's about being smarter, not miserable, he says. Many people over 70 experience weaker liver function and slower digestion, which means alcohol stays in the system longer. This makes it harder for the body to process harmful compounds. Add in processed meats, which are already labeled as a Group 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization, and you're doubling the risk. This doesn't mean you have to give up everything you love, but it does mean being more mindful. If you choose to drink alcohol, keep it moderate and avoid pairing it with processed meats. Opt for meals with whole grains, leafy greens, and lean proteins that support your body's detox systems, not challenge them. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on. Number 3, sugary soft drinks. One of the most commonly consumed beverages among older adults is also one of the most underestimated when it comes to cancer risk. Sugary soft drinks, whether it's a cola with lunch or a lemon lime soda on a warm afternoon, may seem refreshing, but their effects on the body over time are far from harmless. These drinks are loaded with added sugars, and when consumed regularly, they create a perfect storm in the body, leading to chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and eventually cellular damage, and that's where the connection to cancer starts. A senior nutritionist once said sugary beverages aren't just empty calories, they're actively harmful. The constant spikes in blood sugar can fuel abnormal cell growth, especially in aging bodies that metabolize more slowly. This insight is especially important, considering how easy it is to reach for a soda without thinking twice. What many seniors don't realize is that as we age, our metabolism, gut health, and insulin sensitivity all change. That means the same drink you tolerated in your 30s may now be silently damaging your body's delicate systems, making it harder to regulate inflammation and clear out cellular waste. Over time, this environment becomes fertile ground for mutations, leading to cancer, especially in areas like the pancreas, colon, and liver. Take James, a 76-year-old retired bus driver who used to drink 2 cans of soda every day with lunch, just like he had for decades. "It was my pick-me-up," he says. But after a health scare involving his pancreas, his doctor showed him studies linking daily sugary drink consumption to an increased cancer risk. "I thought, no way, it's just soda," James says, but he stopped cold turkey. He switched to water and tea and hasn't looked back. "My energy feels different." It's not just the sugar content that causes concern. The caramel coloring in many sodas has also been scrutinized for containing compounds with carcinogenic properties. The acidity in these drinks can erode the stomach lining, which compounds the risk for seniors who already deal with digestive issues or acid reflux. Letting go of sugary sodas doesn't mean giving up refreshment. It means choosing drinks that hydrate, heal, and support your body's natural defenses. Simple swaps like infused water with lemon, herbal teas, or sparkling water with a splash of real juice can make a world of difference, not just for your energy, but for your long-term health. You deserve a drink that works for you, not against you. Number 4, scalding hot tea or coffee. Many of us find comfort in that first steaming cup of tea or coffee in the morning. It's more than just a beverage, it's a ritual. The warmth, the aroma, and the quiet pause before the day begins. But there's one important detail that often goes unnoticed: the temperature. And it turns out the seemingly harmless habit of sipping your drink while it's still piping hot could be doing more harm than good, particularly to the sensitive tissues in your throat and esophagus. A leading gastroenterologist once explained that the issue isn't with the tea or coffee itself, but with the temperature. Repeated exposure to extremely hot beverages can increase the risk of esophageal cancer, especially in older adults. It may sound surprising, but studies from several countries have confirmed a link between drinking very hot drinks, typically above 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and a higher incidence of esophageal cancer. When you drink something that hot, you're essentially scalding the inside of your throat, even if you don't feel a burn. Over time, this repeated irritation can damage the protective lining of the esophagus, leading to inflammation, cellular changes, and eventually precancerous conditions. Seniors are especially at risk. As we age, the mucosal linings in our bodies thin and heal more slowly. This means that even minor injuries take longer to recover from, and repeated exposure to extreme heat can accumulate damage more quickly than it would in younger individuals. Take Henry, for example. At 79 years old, he loved his black tea steeped strong and served boiling hot. He never imagined the temperature mattered. "I thought it was just part of the experience," he said. But after developing persistent throat discomfort, his doctor suggested waiting a few minutes before drinking, and even switching to warm beverages instead of hot ones. "It felt strange at first," Henry admitted, "but I adjusted, and now I actually taste the flavors more." That's an important point to consider. Waiting a few minutes before drinking doesn't just protect your throat. It can also enhance the richness of the flavor. Drinks taste better at slightly cooler temperatures, and the risk of burns and long-term damage is reduced significantly. Plus, with modern insulated mugs, your drink stays warm for much longer, so you don't have to rush through it just to enjoy it hot. If you're used to drinking your tea or coffee the moment it's poured, try letting it sit for just 5 minutes. Test the temperature with a small sip before you take a bigger drink. And if you enjoy hot beverages throughout the day, make it a habit to let them cool slightly first. These small changes might seem insignificant now, but they could make all the difference in the long run. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored these 4 often overlooked drink-related habits, it's time to reflect on what they really mean. It's not just about avoiding sugary drinks or letting your tea cool, it's about becoming more aware of how your body changes with age. Even the simplest choices, like what you sip and how you sip it, can have a significant impact on your long-term health. Many seniors fall into routines that seem harmless because they've been doing them for years. But just because something feels familiar doesn't mean it's still serving you well. So what stood out to you the most? Was it the surprising dangers of sugary drinks? The hidden risks of alcohol and processed meats? Or maybe the quiet damage of scalding hot tea? Whatever it was, consider this your reminder to look a little closer at your daily habits, not with guilt, but with curiosity and care. You have more control over your health than you might realize, and when you know better, you can do better. You're not powerless against cancer or other health risks. You're not stuck in old habits. You're still growing, learning, and making choices that support your health. It's never too late to make changes, and sometimes it starts with something as simple as letting your drink cool slightly or choosing water over soda. These small choices add up, and their impact could not only extend your life but improve the quality of your days. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share something you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.